Okay, we're going to start reviewing for our pre-book concepts that are concepts that you should know before we start to do the book. So these are testing order of operations, distributive property, combining like terms, and that's about it. So if you have any questions, please ask. For problems like number 1, it's assumed that there are parentheses around the top. So you want to make sure that you simplify the top, simplify the bottom, and then reduce your answer. So we have to do multiplication before we subtract, which gives us 16. We have 16 minus 4 on the top, which gives us 12. There's nothing more we can do with the 6. So then we divide and we get 2 for our answer. Moving over to number 2, we have to remember to keep it, change it, flip it for both the top and the bottom. And a reminder that this is the only part that the fraction pertains to. The plus 3 is at the very end. So we will simplify the top. 61 plus 20 is 81. Simplify the bottom. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. And then reduce our fraction. 81 divided by 3 is 27. And 27 plus 3 gives us our final answer of 30. Moving on to number 3. When there's a number outside of the parentheses, we have to distribute that number to both terms on the inside. So we're doing negative 5 times negative x plus negative 5 times positive 3. A negative and a negative gives us a positive 5x plus a negative 5 times 3 is a negative 15. I'd also accept 5x minus 15 for an answer. They're the same thing. Moving over to number 4, we've got a 2 on the outside. We have to distribute it to both terms on the inside. So we're doing 2 times x minus 2 times 5, which gives us 2x minus 10 for our answer. I'm going to go ahead and go over to number 5. This we would have to simplify by combining like terms. With our 5t, we can combine this minus 3t. Make sure you're noticing that it's a minus 3t. 5t minus 3t would give us 2t. We look to see what we could combine with our 6u, and there's nothing. So we just write that down, plus 6u, and we have our plus 7 that we combine as well. I'm going to move over to number 6. We're combining like terms. We have 3x that we can combine with our minus 5x. 3x minus 5x would be a negative 2x, and then negative 8 plus 10 would be a positive 2. Number 7, we have negative 12t plus 8t, which would give us a negative 4t. For number 8, you'll notice that it gives us a specific value for m and for p, so you can decide how you want to do it. We've got a negative 2 on the outside, and then we have 1 minus 3 on the inside. You can either distribute or you can reduce your parentheses. 1 minus 3 would be negative 2. We still have that negative 2 on the outside, and negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. With number 9, we have to distribute, so we're doing negative 2.5 times p. Then we have a minus sign, and we're going to do negative 2.5 times 5.4. Negative 2.5 times p is negative 2.5p. We keep it, change it, flip it, so now we're doing 2.5 times 5.4. 2.5 times 5.4. 4 times 5 is 20. 8, 10. Bring down our 0. 25, 10, 12. 0, 5, 3. We have 2 places after the decimal, so it's going to be plus a positive 13.5. We can't combine those two together because one has a p and one does not have a p. On number 10, you want to make sure that you're seeing what you have to distribute with each of these. So we have an 8 outside, plus, now we have to distribute 7 times x, plus 7 times 1. Then we distribute our minus times our x, minus our minus times our 5. Notice, we can combine like terms after we simplify, so it's 8 plus 7x, plus 7 times 1 is 7. Minus x, and minus a negative is going to be plus a positive 5. So we can combine 8 plus 7 plus 5, which is going to give us 20. And then 7x minus x is going to give us a positive 6x. With number 11, I couldn't make a parenthesis, a big parenthesis with the computer, so pardon me for it looking kind of ugly. So what we have to do here is we have to distribute. We're going to do 3/4 times 1/3 x minus 3/4 times 8/1. Plus then we have to distribute our 1/2 times our 1/2 x, plus we have to distribute our 1/2 times our 10/1. This would give us, if we cross reduce, these both reduce down to 1, would give us 1/4 x minus, this reduces to 1, this reduces to 2. It'd be 6/1, but I'm just going to put 6, plus 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4 x, plus this reduces to 1 and 5, which is 5. 1/4 x plus 1/4 x is 2/4 x, or 1/2 x, and negative 6 plus 5 would be a negative 1. You could write it like this or plus a negative 1. Either way works. And for the last one, we're checking to see. It says Nikki was working on an order of operations problem. She has asked you to check her work. If her work is correct, write correct. If her work is not correct, find her errors and correct it or them, depending on how many there are. So according to order of operations, we do parentheses first. In this set, there's nothing we can do, but in here, we can subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2, which is what she has. So then after parentheses, we do exponents. So we would do this exponent here, which gives us 4, which is what she has. Then we have to multiply or divide. And when we multiply or divide, that means we're going to have to do that distribution. So it looks like she did it wrong. So we have 3 plus 7 times negative 10 is negative 70, plus 7 times x is 7x, plus we have this 4. So then we can divide, which we don't have any division. So then we add and subtract from left to right. 3 can combine with our negative 70, which can combine with our plus 4. 3 minus 70 is going to be a negative 67, plus 4 is going to be a negative 63, plus we still have that 7x. So it looks like her answer would be incorrect. And this is her error. She should not have added before she multiplied. If you have any questions, please email me at sullivana@milton.k12.wi.us or ask me at the beginning of class tomorrow.